emotions ran high in one of the courts in Kenya when the judge demanded, that is Justice Chacha Mwita demanded, that the DCI and the IG must produce Diang'ui Kanyagia, who has actually been, who has disappeared for quite a number of days. He has disappeared for 10 days. The DCI yesterday came out and said that they are not holding him, that he is a person of interest as far as the police are concerned, but they are not holding him. Today, I think it's his brother who actually blasted the court or the prosecutor who was actually representing the government. And there was total drama. I want you very keenly to watch how Kenyans are bitter, such that we can only remember the words of Francis Ibuga in Betraying the City, that when the madness of an entire nation disturb a solitary might, it is not wrong to say the man is mad. Ladies and gentlemen, watch part of the epic drama here before we give a critical analysis of how we are where we are.
You must stop extrajudicial killings. We will not come here to listen to your stories. You have abducted someone. His family is crying, and you are here telling us stories. Enough is enough. Extrajudicial killings and disappearances must end now. We must stop this madness. We must stop these evil things you are doing to us. It is not right to abduct someone and not present them to court. And you are here telling us stories about... Let me speak. I will sit down. This is not right. Why should they abduct someone and instead of producing them to court, they come here to start telling us stories about, I don't know, my client did this. Your client what? Then what are we supposed to do? If the people...
Justice Chacha Mwita, on the other hand, did not mince his words, did not mince or did not hide his feeling when he told the government, when he told the DCI, the police, that they must produce Diang'ui Kanyagia, whether dead or alive. And it was very, very clear. And one could see that there's a problem. If anybody, if a visitor was in court today, or if a visitor had visited the court to see the kind of proceedings that are going on in our courts, one would be forgiven to think that Nairobi is the capital or the headquarters of abductions. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to watch Justice Chacha Mwita, and then you tell me what you think about this kind of move by the judiciary.
Your Lordship, in terms of timing, Your Lordship, we leave it to the discretion of the court. We cannot with certainty say that 3 or 7 days...
We are not interested in any other thing,
yes,
other than the human being.
I am also interested, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
So when can we get this human being?
And Your Lordship, that's I'm saying it will be very difficult for me to give...
You know, Mr. Maro, tell your clients,
yes,
and these people, I'm also speaking to these people,
yes,
there is no way a Kenyan will get out of his abode and vanish from this world without trace. It's not humanly possible.
that's correct, Your Lordship.
So let's stop doing drama and stick to what the Constitution speaks to.
Yes.
We may not like it. We gave it to ourselves. Those are the words. And the future generation. So when can we have this person? He may be hiding, I don't know. Yes, because your people, clients are pursuing him.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And he has to live like an animal. So, when can I have this person in court?
Your Lordship, should I be given 7 minutes? We get my plan. And Your Lordship, he can't be found even before the lapse of 7 days.
He has been missing since? 21st. So today is 10 days. Yeah?
Your Lordship,
All we want
yes.
is this Kenyan.
Your Lordship, the amount
Where
of
is
time-
he? Nothing more. We are not interested in drama. We are not interested in anything. There is a human being missing. So where is he? Is he alive or dead? Just that. The responsibility now is on me. They are asked, looking upon this court, to get this person alive or dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this about what happened in court today. I want to say this about the drama that we have just witnessed in court. Number one is that the judiciary is also mad with the executive. That the judiciary is not part of the abductions. That the judiciary has refused to play ball with the government. And when I look at what is happening, I agree with most of us that these are the last times of a crumbling empire, kwa sababu kama vile Waswahili walivyosema, siku ya kufa nyani miti yote hutereza, ama kweli miti yote imetereza. Because in the past, the executive would rush to court, and then the judges would be very, very happy to play the ball, to play the game and side with the government. Now the judiciary is asserting its authority. It is asserting its independence. Number two, that we can say about the judiciary. The judiciary has always remained our last hope, our last resort. When Parliament or when the legislature has failed us, when the members of Parliament have failed us, when our senators and our governors have failed us, when the executive has failed us, when William Samoei Ruto and his cabinet has failed the nation, people will always rush to court. Thus, this one tells us that our courts have very, very competent judges. I've always told Kenyans that Kenya has one of the brightest minds, be it in medicine, be it in the teaching profession, be it in the judiciary. We have very brilliant guys, brainy guys, people who cannot just push the way you want. The other thing is that when you look at the situation, when you look at the mood at the courts, when you look at the environment, it tells you that the country is extremely angry. Extremely angry. And when you look at the situation, maybe one thing that contributed to this, there was a body that was found around Ruaka, dumped of somebody who closely resembles Jamui Kanyagi. I'm not sure whether he's the one, but that body, when I was looking at it, resembles that man. The man, I understand, was taken by a Good Samaritan, rushed to hospital in very critical condition. And it was very clear that the man had been tortured. So that is one of the reasons why the emotions were very, very high. And these ideas of abductions, ladies and gentlemen, unless they are stopped, they are going to take this country to the abyss. The country is fast sliding into the cliff. Things are falling apart. This song of abductions must be stopped. If William Samoei Ruto loves this country, he must stop abductions. Because just as Justice Chacha Mwita is saying, that people cannot live like animals. People cannot live like strangers. People cannot keep on running away, hiding like squirrels. People cannot live in ant holes, rat holes. We cannot live like moles. This is our country. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this about the judiciary, that when the history of this nation will be written, such judges who have always followed the law, who have always stood with the people, who have always been very, very faithful to our constitution, where justice is our defender, where justice is our shield and defender, those people will occupy a very bright or very interesting chapter in Kenyan history. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what you think about what transpired in court today, but from where I sit, I can say that the political atmosphere in this country is not pleasing at all, at all. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.